My wife was crying on the phone saying she was cold and lonely and I should come back and pick her up. I look at the number again and it was my wife's number and exact voice, but I ended the call. Immediately, my daughter ran inside crying. I still think that maybe if I had taken step when I saw signs, things would not have turned out the way they turned out. It started with Adesua, my 7 years old daughter. About a month ago, she began screaming in the middle of the night, claiming she saw her mother. Daddy, I saw mommy. She said she missed us. She was crying and holding the small white teddy her mom bought for her when she turned 5. I had lost count of the time things strange occur with my daughter had started. I tried to be the strong father, the one who's man up after that horrific day on the Benin Ore road when a hit and run driver took Rhoda, my wife, away from before me even reached the hospital. As usual, I told Shewa it was just a dream, that mommy was an angel now, but the dreams were too specific. It started on one Saturday morning. It was getting to cook. It was ready to cook. So Showa walked into the kitchen and said, Daddy, mommy said you should prepare rice for me today. I laugh at it off. My chest tightening. Which mommy? Showa. I am making spaghetti. I put the pot on the fire, but within minutes the kitchen was filled with the smell of smoke. The spaghetti had burned to black scrape. Even though the heat was low and there was plenty of water, Showa stood by the door laughing in a way that I could not sound like a child. Mommy said, the spark will burn if you do not cook the rice, she said. The dread settled into my bone when Showa started mentioning things she could not possibly know. She told me about the private conversation Rhoda and I had in our small apartment in Akure months before Showa was even conceived. It was about how we almost named her Oluwashua, Oluwaseun, but decided on Adesua because of a dream Rhoda had. I had never told a soul about that talk, not even my own mother. I took her to her local church, thinking maybe a spirit was bothering the girl, but the pastor just said nothing is wrong with the girl. I should just keep praying for her to heal. The doctor, I even took her to just patch my hand and said, it was grief incident, imagination, common for children who lost their mom so young. Until this night came, I was still scrolling up on WhatsApp when the call came in. At the I stared at the screen. My hand started shaking so much that the phone almost slid into the floor. I wept with a trembling thumb. The silence of the other end was heavy. Then I heard it, a sob. It was a rag, wet sob that I would recognize anywhere in the world or Next, Ayo, the voice whispered. It was ruder. It was her exact tone, the way she used to say my name when she was tired. Ayo, I'm cold. I'm so cold and lonely. Please come and pick me up. Immediately, I ended the call. I was still trembling when Adesua ran to my room crying and said, Mommy said that you should not hang up the call next time. This story will be continued. This is a true life story. Follow me for more.